For every rum that millions of people love, there is another rum that serious drinkers absolutely hate. And we're starting with the best one first, Bacardi Superior. This bottle didn't just sell rum, it sold a lifestyle. It comes from Puerto Rico, bottled at 40% ABV, and that bat logo has probably crossed your path more times than you can count. Beach bars pour it, restaurants stock it. Somewhere right now, someone's making a mojito with this exact bottle. People don't just buy it, they trust it. Here's why. Drop it into a Cuba Libre or a daiquiri and it never messes things up. It's clean, light, and blends into whatever you're making instead of fighting it. Some purists call it plain, even forgettable, but that's missing the point. Nobody buys Bacardi to sip slowly by a fireplace. They buy it because it's the rum equivalent of a reliable friend who never lets you down. So if this bottle is loved for playing it safe, what happens when a bottle tries too hard to stand out? Bacardi is the best. Bacardi is the most legendary and iconic rum brand of all times. Come on. My favorite thing about Bacardi is the bat logo and nostalgia. Rating 8.5 out of 10. Sold in over 170 countries. That's nearly the entire globe. Bacardi built loyalty through consistency. Our next bottle built fame, and then broke trust with sugar. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum. Here's a controversial take. This might be the rum that rum lovers secretly wish never existed. It sits at 35% ABV, a Caribbean-style spiced rum that's practically impossible to avoid. It's in every bar, every liquor store. For a huge number of drinkers, this was the very first rum they ever tasted. The complaint never changes. Too sweet. Too much vanilla, cinnamon, and spice stacked on top of each other until the actual rum disappears completely. It's less sipping rum and more flavored syrup wearing a rum costume, according to critics. Strangely, this bottle basically built the entire spiced rum category from scratch. But building a category and mastering it are two very different things, according to people who take rum seriously. If the rum that started a whole category gets this much hate, what does an authentic, no shortcuts rum actually taste like? Total trash chemical crap. It is not even a rum, just some ethanol mixed with sugar and spice. It's garbage. There are acceptable rums at roughly the same price that sent just chemicals and sugar. Rating 4 out of 10. One of the most argued about bottles in the entire spirits world. Captain Morgan hides its rum character behind sugar. Our next bottle refuses to hide anything at all. Appleton Estate, 12-year. Some rums try to impress you. This one just tells the truth. It's made in Jamaica. Bottled at 43% ABV. Take one sip and you'll understand instantly why. Tropical fruit hits first, then oak, then warm spice, with orange peel lingering at the very end. It's bold enough that beginners sometimes get caught off guard, calling it funky or unusual compared to smoother, sweeter rums. But that funk isn't a flaw, it's the whole point. This is a rum built on more than 2 centuries of tradition, not flashy branding or artificial shortcuts. Now picture a bottle that looks just as premium, but completely fails to back it up once you taste it. Love Appleton Estates 12. I make an annual trip to Jamaica, and that is made there so you get a lot of Appleton Estates rum. One of my favorite bottles, they had this at my local Costco for a while for $30 and ended up getting hooked on it. Rating 9.2 out of 10. Crafted for more than 270 years, longer than most nations have even existed. Appleton earns respect through honesty. The next bottle is about to lose respect through excess. Bumbu Original. Don't judge this one by its bottle. That's exactly the mistake everyone makes. It's produced in Barbados, bottled at 35% ABV. It looks like a luxury item the moment you spot it on a shelf. Heavy glass, oversized cork. Everything about the packaging screams premium. Then you actually pour a glass, and the illusion falls apart fast. Banana, vanilla, thick caramel sweetness stacked on more sweetness. Casual sippers genuinely enjoy it, since it drinks more like dessert than spirit. But rum purists argue that's exactly the problem. The sugar buries whatever real rum character might be hiding underneath. Some say it should be reclassified as a liqueur instead of an actual rum, sparking heated debates online. So what does the opposite of style over substance look like in the rum world? It tastes like vodka had flavoring and a lot of sugar added. Doesn't really taste like rum. Bumbu is a rum liqueur. At 35% alcohol, it isn't even technically rum. It is very low quality and no one serious about rum would ever drink it. If I got a free bottle, I would pour it down the sink. Rating 3.5 out of 10. One of the most debated bottles across every major rum forum. Bumbu leans entirely on sweetness. The next bottle needs absolutely none of it. Foursquare Nobiliary. Mention this name in a rum community, And watch the tone instantly shift to respect. It comes from Barbados, with releases ranging from 62% ABV depending on the batch, and among serious drinkers, this brand is treated like royalty. There's no gimmick here, no wild marketing story, no shortcuts hiding behind a fancy label, just genuinely excellent rum, crafted the same careful way, release after release. Picture vanilla, oak, tropical fruit, and warm baking spice, all working together instead of competing for attention. New releases routinely sell out within hours, with collectors trading bottles for serious markups just to get their hands on the latest batch. But what happens when a brand becomes more famous for its bottle design than its actual rum? Best ECS of the bunch by far. Rating 9.8 out of 10. Entire batches disappear from shelves almost instantly after launch. Foursquare Nobiliary earns love through pure craftsmanship. Our next bottle earns hate through pure spectacle. Kraken Black Spiced Rum. This might be the most Instagrammable bottle on the entire list. That's exactly the problem. It's Caribbean rum bottled at a striking 47% ABV, wrapped in jet black glass with a sea monster coiled around it. You spot it on a shelf and curiosity kicks in immediately. Then the tasting happens and the room splits down the middle. Some drinkers genuinely enjoy the deep molasses and vanilla notes. Others insist it tastes artificial, syrupy, and overloaded. The uncomfortable truth enthusiasts keep bringing up. The marketing behind this bottle might honestly be more impressive than what's actually inside it. Now imagine a rum with zero flashy branding that somehow became one of the best-selling bottles on the entire planet. Kraken is way more expensive in UK, like double the cost, rating 4.5 out of 10. One of the most recognizable bottle designs across the entire spirits industry. Kraken splits opinions through hype. Our next bottle unites the world through trust. Tanduay Double Rum. Chances are, you've never even heard this name. And that's exactly why this next part matters. It comes from the Philippines, bottled around 40% ABV, and despite almost zero global hype, it has quietly outsold some of the most famous rum brands on earth. Year after year it keeps winning, without flashy ad campaigns or celebrity endorsements. So what's the secret? It's affordable, it's easy to drink, it fits into almost any cocktail, and for generations, it's been the bottle family's reach for at every gathering. I like Tanduay. I drink with friends while watching to Bumbu's concert, my dad's favorite drink back in the days. Tanduay is popular where I'm from. When I was a kid, that's what the adults in our area drank. They just used water as a chaser. Rating 9.5 out of 10. Repeatedly ranked among the best-selling rum brands anywhere in the world. Tanduay Double Rum wins, loyalty through trust. Our final bottle is about to lose it completely. Don Papa Small Batch Rum. This is the bottle that proves looks can absolutely lie. It comes from the Philippines, bottled at 40% ABV. It might genuinely be the most gorgeous bottle on this entire countdown. Elegant design, a compelling backstory, marketing plastered across social media, and duty-free shelves worldwide. So where does it all go wrong? The moment it hits your tongue. A massive number of enthusiasts describe it as overly sweet, even artificial tasting, with barely any real rum depth underneath the sugar. It's not real rum. Fake, sugary, glycerol, and cheap vanilla added. Any real rum drinkers, avoid this. Rating 3 out of 10. Constantly named in debates over the most controversial premium rums on the market.